Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patrick, and this is a Vinyasa yoga class. The only two props we need today are just 2 yoga blocks, which you can see everyone has here today. Once you grab that, we're all going to start together in a seated pose called Sukhasana. So just go ahead and extend your legs forward in front of you first. Place your hands by your side, and then bend your knees, plant your feet down, and then you're going to cross your right shin over your left like you're making an X, and then let your knees go wide. So Sukhasana, translated as easy seat, your knees are resting on your feet, your shins are parallel at the front of your mat. Once you get that going, bring your fingertips right by your side, and then just gently press down into your yoga mat and lift your chest up, almost like you're exaggerating the lift of your chest. Let your eyes be out on the horizon, and then roll your upper arm bones back behind you. And when you do that, you should feel your shoulder blades pressing into your back ribs to support the lift of your chest. And then relax the skin around your ears, your neck, your inner shoulder blades, but keep your chest lifting. Great. Now, the tricky part is to maintain that lift of your chest. So the muscles of your back have to keep working, your shoulder blades have to keep pressing it in. So when you lift your hands to bring them to your heart, don't let your chest collapse. So nice and easy, bring your palms together. Let your thumbs rest on your sternum, and then let your eyes close. And once you let your eyes close, see if you can just feel what's happening in your internal body, specifically your spinal column and your torso. Does it want to collapse? And can you kind of make that firming in of your upper back, your shoulder blades, the gentle lifting of your chest, especially as you breathe in? But then as you're breathing out, keep the lift, but relax your ears, your neck, your shoulders, the skin on your back body. And just run through that cycle a few times where you're gently breathing in, lifting the front of your chest all the way through the crown of your head. And as you're breathing out, you're maintaining that, but you're starting to loosen and let go just a little bit more. And over the course of the next hour, we'll play with that ebb and flow, that stiram sukham of effort and ease in all the poses we work through. If you'd like to join me, we'll chant one Om together. Go ahead and breathe in. Om. Just take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Keep your chest nice and lifted, and just let your head bow towards your heart for a moment. If there's an intention you'd like to set for yourself today, you can set it now. And then bring your palms to your thighs. Gently relift your head above your heart, and let your eyes open. So you have your right shin in front. I want you to go ahead and switch the crossing of your shins. So put your left shin in front. And this may be your comfortable side or it may not. So just take a moment to just let your legs settle. Good. And then go ahead and breathe in. Lift your arms up to the ceiling right by your ears, like you're holding a brick between your hands. Breathe in, pull yourself up, and then you're going to twist to the right. Take your right hand behind you, left hand on that right thigh. And then be on those right fingertips so that you can gently press down into the mat, lift up your chest as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just bend your right elbow towards that person behind you to turn your trunk even more. That's it. One more breath like that. Breathing in, lift your trunk. And then bending that right elbow, pulling your right arm bone back to turn. Beautiful. As you unwind, go ahead, lift your arms back up to the ceiling. Get as long as you can in your torso. And then let's turn to the left. Take your left hand behind you, right hand on that left thigh. And as you breathe in, lift up through the crown of your head. Keep the lift, but just bend that left elbow a little more and roll your upper left arm bone towards that person behind you. Good. One more breath. Breathing in. Turn as you breathe out. Excellent. As you unwind, arms all the way up. Breathe in. Keep your chest lifted, bring your palms together, and then bring them right down to your heart. Good. So we're going to do this reverse tabletop pose. So grab your 2 blocks and then slide them back behind you. Have your fingers face forward. Good. Bring the soles of your feet to your yoga mat. Bend your knees. Have your feet under your knees. And then pull your arm bones back. Start to lift your hips for that reverse tabletop. Excellent. You can look up at the ceiling, press your heels down, breathe in, and then a breath out through your mouth. Beautiful. Come down. When you cross your shins, you can put your blocks back up at the top of your mat and then come onto your hands and knees. Nice. Plant your palms down, step back for plank pose. Breathe in. You can move your blocks off your mat if you want. Good. And then downward facing dog as you breathe out. Spread your palms from your pinkies to your thumbs. Let your head relax. Good. If you want to get a little more length in your spine, you might bend your knees to start, but then really press those palms down and move your hips up and back. Now, once you get your hips nice and high, see if then you can start to straighten your legs without leaning any more into your palms. So you want to feel like, almost like you can be lifted out of your palms. So your legs got to work. That's it. And then remember those shoulder blades in your upper back. As your arms are extending, see if you can get those shoulder blades to press into those back ribs so it feels like your chest is moving to your thighs, and then your thighs are moving further and further back. Nice. One more breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. Just come forward to plank pose. Go towards your toes, your tip toes a little. Pull your chest forward and then lower straight down to your belly. That's it. You can always bring your knees down first. Uncurl your toes. So slide your hands back so they're under your elbows. That's it. So a 90-degree angle. Beautiful. If you can, feel like you're trying to hook your tailbone towards the floor. And we're just going to do this baby cobra, but lift your arm bones to the ceiling to peel your chest forward and up. You don't even have to lift your head that much. Breathe in, and then lay your chest back down. Good. Let's do it again, but feel like you're using your arm bones. Breathing in, pull your arm bones up to the ceiling, pull your chest forward and up, and then lay your chest down. Excellent. One more time. Breathing in, pull the sides of your torso forward and up. Use those upper arms. Excellent. Lay your chest down. Come onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes. Downward facing dog. Nice. All right, lift your right foot up. Breathe in. Step your foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down. You can uncurl your toes and then just walk your hands onto that front thigh. Good. Once you get there, take your hands to your hips. Roll your upper arm bones back again. Lift the top of your chest and see if you can let your hips move a little more forward. And then once you do that, lift through your armpits. Lift your chest. Breathe in and then swing your arms forward and up as you breathe out. Excellent. Take a full breath in. Beautiful. As you breathe out, bring your palms to the floor. Curl your back toes, lift your knee, and then pause. Take your right hand to your thigh. Turn your chest to the right. That's it. Good. Now, before you lift it up to the ceiling, reach your right hand back like you're going to shake someone's hand. That's it. Thumb to the ceiling. Yes. Pull your chest away from that palm. Beautiful. Now lift your arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Bring your palm to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Look forward. Bend your back knee. Step forward and then fold. Have your feet a little more space between them. Yeah, maybe hip distance. Some of you might need as wide as your mat. You can even bend your knees a little, but feel the weight moving from your heels to your toes and then back, like so that you find that perfect spot. And then with your knees slightly bent, interlace your palms behind your back and then lift them up to the ceiling. Good. Now start to bend your knees a lot. Press your heels down, and as you stand up, pull your knuckles back and down. Stand up nice and slow. Grip your kneecaps, tailbone in, lift your chest even more. Beautiful. And then when you release the interlace, don't let your arms catapult. Nice and easy, release your palms by your side with your chest lifted. Take a breath out. Good. Swing your arms forward and up. Breathe in. And then fold straight down as you breathe out. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Take your whole breath. Come forward to plank pose as you breathe in. Move towards your tiptoes. Pull your chest forward. Lower down in one straight line. Use those legs. Beautiful. Uncurl your toes. That's it. This time we're going to start to lift up maybe a little more than a baby cobra. If you want to widen your hands a little, you can. But start to pull your chest forward and up for a cobra. 2 or 3 breaths. You might pump your arms a little bit. That's it. And then when you're at the top there, take a full breath in and then lay yourself back down as you breathe out. Through hands and knees, downward facing dog. Up and back. Lift your left foot up. Step that foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down. Uncurl your toes. And then once you sit up, that's it. Slip your hands to your hips. Good. Roll your arm bones back. You can bend your left knee a little more maybe. Your tailbone going down, and with your arms rolling back, lift the top of your chest. Squeeze those elbows in. And then keep your chest lifted as you swing your arms forward and up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Breathe out. Bring your palms to the floor. Curl your back toes, lift your knee, and then take your left hand to your thigh and turn to the left. Good. Get that right shoulder blade under you. That's it. Now reach your left hand back like you're shaking someone's hand, thumb to the ceiling, and then pull your chin away from your chest. Yes. Now lift that left arm up. Breathe in. Bring your palm to the floor. Straighten your leg. Look forward. Spring forward and fold. Maybe have a little space between your feet. You can bend your knees, spread your toes, feel your whole foot from your heel to your big toe to your pinky toe. And then if you remember, when you interlace your palms now, slide the opposite pinky in front. That's it. Good. Start to lift your knuckles up to the ceiling. And then you really want to use your legs here and do it slow. So start to bend your knees, and as you pull your knuckles back and down, as you stand up, your tailbone moves forward and in, your chest starts to lift, your arm bones roll back, eyes on the horizon. Good. And then nice and easy, release your palms by your side. Take a breath out. Swing your arms forward and up. Breathe in. And then fold all the way down. Breathe out. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Nice long arms. Good. Come forward, plank pose as you breathe in. Towards your tiptoes. Lower all the way to your belly. One last time. Uncurl those toes. Cobra pose. Nice and easy. Try to relax that skin around your ears and neck as you move those arm bones back. Breathe in. Lay your belly and your chest and your forehead down. Curl your toes. Lift your kneecaps. This time, right to downward facing dog. Press down, up, and back. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take your time. Feel each footprint along the way. You can start to walk to the top of your mat towards Uttanasana. Good. Let your head go when you get there. That's it. And then you're going to bring your hands to your hips, roll your arms back, press your heels down, and then start to stand up. Good. Once you stand all the way up, bring your palms by your sides, Tadasana. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Breathe in, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. We'll move through sun salutations now. Fold as you breathe out, Uttanasana. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank pose as you breathe in. If you're ready, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your right foot up, breathe in. Step your foot forward. Just look forward, spring forward, and fold. Take your arms up, breathe in, Urdhva Hastasana, one full breath. And then fold Uttanasana as you breathe out. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Press those palms down. Plank pose as you breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up, breathe in. Step that foot forward. Look forward, step forward, and fold. Take your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Press your heels down, grip your kneecaps. Fold as you breathe out. Same thing, step that right foot back. Downward facing dog. Press those palms down. Plank pose as you breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, thighs up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, thighs back. Lift your right foot up, breathe in. Step that foot forward, look forward, spring forward, fold. Take your arms up, breathe in. Urdhva Hastasana, heels down, chest up. Last time, fold as you breathe out like that. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, breathe in, keep your chest forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, breathe in. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe out. Lift your left foot up, breathe in. Step it forward, just look forward, step forward, fold. Press your heels, arms up, lift your chest, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, fold as you breathe out, Uttanasana. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, big breath in. This time, downward facing dog will stay and breathe. Let your head relax. Breathe in, press your palms, lift your hips. And as you're breathing out, when your abdomen empties, lift your hips even more so you get lighter in your hands. Firm your kneecaps so that your legs are doing some work. Good. Relax your tongue and your jaw. Take another breath in and another breath out. Now, step your feet together, look forward, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your spot. That's it. Fold over those legs, swing your arms forward and up, breathe in, pull yourself up, fold as you breathe out. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, breathe in, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, breathe in, thighs up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe out. Stay and breathe. Head down. Try to get those shoulder blades to move into those back ribs. And a full breath out. Good. One more breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Step your feet together. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of your spot. Yes. Fold over those legs. Swing those arms up. Breathe in. Let's fold all the way through as we breathe out. Okay, this time look forward, breathe in. We're going to hop to Chaturanga or step back to plank and lower. On your breath out, step or hop back. Upward facing dog as you breathe in. That's it. Downward facing dog, big breath out. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So lift your right foot up here, breathe in. Step your foot between your hands, plant that back foot, warrior two. Come on up. Good. And as soon as you get there today, I want you to straighten that front leg. Move your pinkies to the person behind you. Lift your chest. And we're going to come out to triangle pose. So lift that right kneecap, reach all the way out. You can put your hand on your shin or outside your foot on the floor or a block. That's it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So just stay with me here. Lean back towards that person behind you, and then take your left hand on your hip for a moment and pull your chest even further away. Now remember, like we did before, reach back like you're going to shake someone's hand, thumb to the ceiling, pull your chest away, head back, and then lift that arm up to the ceiling. Yes, that's it. Breathe in, reach your arm over your head, bend your knee, step back, downward facing dog. So this is a Vinyasa class, but if you want to skip any of these Chaturangas and upward facing dog, feel free to do so. Otherwise, come forward to plank pose as you breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Lift that left foot up, breathe in. Step your foot forward, plant your back foot, warrior two. But as soon as you come up today, straighten your front leg and pause. So firm your kneecaps, reach through your fingertips, and then move those pinkies like a little bit towards that person behind you. So it's almost like your arms are wings. And then keep that width and then move out to triangle pose all the way out. Yes, that's it. Grab your ankle or your shin or the hand outside the foot, and that left glute, move it in towards the front of your pelvis so that your head and chest can move back. Yes, take a full breath in and a breath out here. And then keep that, slip your right hand to your hip, move your elbow towards that person behind you, move your arm bone back, and then reach back like you're going to shake my hand. Yes, thumb to the ceiling. Pull your chest forward, and then breathe in, lift it up, over your head, bend your knee, downward facing dog, step back. Plank pose as you breathe in, or not. Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Lift that right foot up. Breathe in. Step it forward. Warrior two. Take your time. Come on up. Good. Straighten that front leg. Breathe in. Stay as big as you can be. Trikonasana. Arms wide, legs straight. Grab that shin or ankle. Amazing. Take a full breath in. Keep that right outer hip moving under you. And a full breath out. So just stay with me here. Take your left hand to your hip. You're just going to bend your front knee until it's over your ankle, and then you're going to slip your hand on a block or to the floor outside your ankle. Keep that left hand on your hip. Press your right knee into your arm. More. Press your right knee into your arm. Yes. Good, good, good. And then reach your hand back for a moment. Like you're going to shake my hand. Yes. Pull your chest even more forward. Now lift it up and over your head, extended side angle. Good. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Look to the floor, palms down. Dog pose. Step all the way back. Just straighten your arms. Plank pose as you breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Lift your left foot up. Breathe in. Step it forward. Warrior two. You know where we're going now. Once you get there, straighten your legs. Get nice and big. Triangle pose, reach out. Good. And it's just for a moment this time. Slip your right hand to your hip. Don't let your chest collapse as you bend your knee. Just bend your left knee until it's over your heel, and then place that hand outside your left foot or on a block. Also, your left armpit, keep pulling it forward away from that back foot. That's it. Now reach towards me. Right hand back, thumb to the ceiling. Pull your chest forward. Yes. Lift it up without turning your chest and over your head. Keep your chest open as you reach over your head. That's it. Nice, everyone. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Palms down. Lift your hips. Plank pose. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe out. All right, one more time through like that. Lift your right foot up. We'll just add on one more thing. Step it forward. Warrior two. Open up your arms. Beautiful. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So stay with me again. Left hand to your hip. Keep your chest open. Bend your front knee. So now we're going to move into half moon. Grab a block if you need to. Step your back foot in halfway. Your right hand forward, and then lift your back leg up. You can definitely grab that block if you want to. Yes, keep your hand on your hip. Left hand on your hip. Left hand on your hip. There you go. Beautiful. Now reach your left hand towards me if you want. Pull your chest forward. Yes. Now lift your left arm up, 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 up. Yes. One more breath. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Step back. Beautiful. Keep your hips high. Keep your hips high. You're going to turn onto your left hand and your left foot for side plank. You can either stack your feet or scissor them. Grip your tailbone in towards the front of your body. Take your head back. Yes. Tailbone in, head back. Beautiful. Breathe in, reach up. Pull your chest up. Take your arm over your head. Look to the floor. Downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up. Step it forward. Warrior two, last time like this. Straighten that front leg, stay nice and big. Trikonasana, triangle pose, reach all the way out. Good, right hand to your hip, breathe in. Bend your knee, you can grab that block, step your back foot in halfway, keep your hand on your hip, Ardha Chandrasana. Lift your back leg up. That's it, keep your chest open. Now, reach your hand towards me, and then up. Be as big as you can be, just like triangle pose. That's it, everyone. Keep lifting that back foot. There you go, one more breath. Dog pose as you breathe out, palms down, step all the way back. Turn onto your right hand and your right foot. Try not to overturn, so meaning the front of your pelvis, especially that left hip now, is facing in the direction of your head and chest. Lift your bottom hip up, that's it. And then lift your left arm up. Pull yourself up. Breathe in. Reach your arm over your head, step back, dog pose. Move your toes back an inch. So we're going to just go right into upward facing dog. So go up and over your toes and lift your chest up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Downward facing dog, big breath out. Lift your right foot up now, breathe in. This time we're going to start with warrior one. So step forward, plant your back foot, lift your arms up by your ears. That's it. And then once you get there, straighten your front leg for a moment, bring your hands to your hips, roll your arm bones back, lift your chest. Anchor that back heel down. And so when we rebend this knee, your tailbone goes down, but your chest goes up. Keep your hands on your hips, bend that front knee, tailbone down, chest up. Good. Once you get there, then lift your arms up to the ceiling. You can bring your palms together maybe if it's available to you, or shoulder distance wide. Yes. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. This looks amazing. Straighten your front leg now. Parallel your feet. Good. Once you parallel your feet, bring your hands to your hips again. Just make sure that your feet aren't turned out towards your pinky. They're at least parallel. And then reach your hands down by your side. Go ahead and interlace them behind your back. Pull your knuckles down. Roll your arm bones back. Stand into your legs. Yes. Breathe in, chest up. And then as you breathe out, let's fold forward. Watch your neighbor if you have one. Good. Lift your kneecaps, thigh bones back. As you breathe in, knuckles up. As you breathe out, relax your abdomen, knuckles over your head. Relax the skin around your neck. Yes, that's it. Let your tongue go, your jaw go. Amazing. One more breath. And a full breath out. Bend your elbows. Bring your hands to the floor. Good. Lift your chest. Walk back to that low lunge. Excellent. Step back, downward facing dog. Take your whole breath now. Come forward to plank pose. Go forward with your chest. Take your time. Lower to your belly. Yes, one straight line to your belly. Zip your toes together. Slide your hands back under your elbows. Good. That's it, under your elbows like you're doing a push-up. There you go. Hook your tailbone to the floor. Now lift your arm bones up like you're doing baby cobra. Lift your chest. Good. Lift your legs. Lift your thighs. Don't overstretch your neck. Squeeze those elbows in towards the midline. That's it. Breathe in. And then let your legs come down, your chest, and your forehead. Nice and easy. Downward facing dog. Lift up and back. Good. Lift your left foot up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Plant your back foot. Lift those arms up by your ears. Good. As soon as you get there, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and pause. Arm bones back, chest up, eyes on the horizon. Anchor that back heel down. And then just bend your knee until it's over your heel. You got to take your tailbone in. That's it. And then keep lifting your chest as you do it. Good. And then keep your chest up, keep your knee where it is, and then lift your arms up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, beautiful. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. If those palms are together, squeeze those outer arms in. Nice, one more breath. Straighten that front leg, turn your left foot in, parallel your feet, relax your hands by your sides. Good. So if you remember the interlace you took on the other side, let's take the other one behind our back, Prasarita Padottanasana C. Press your heels down, breathe in, lift your chest, knuckles down and back, and then you want to lead with your heart. If you have enough room, lead with your heart, keep lifting your kneecaps, and then let your head go. That's it. Kneecaps up, thigh bones back. Good. And then once you got that, lift your knuckles up as you breathe in and over as you breathe out. Beautiful. Try to lift your shoulders away from your ears. Good, good, good. One more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax your hands down. Good. Lift your head. Walk to a low lunge. This time just spring forward and fold over your legs. Take your arms forward and up as you breathe in. Urdhva Hastasana, palms together at the top. Hands to your heart, Namaskar. Palms by your side, Tadasana. You can let your eyes close for a breath or two. Relaxing your arms, relaxing your shoulders. Think back when we started. As you breathe in, feel the front of your body rising through the front of your chest. And then maintain that lift, but as you're breathing out, the skin from the back of your head, your neck and shoulders down through your heels. Find that stiram sukham, the effort and ease even in your inhalations and your exhalations. Good. And then gently let your eyes open. Excellent. So we're going to come into Vrikshasana, tree pose. Have a little bend to your right knee, and then turn your right leg out to the right. Keep your pelvis facing in the same direction. And if you need to help your leg up, you can reach down, grab your ankle, and then place it on your inner left thigh. If your balance is off today and you just want to bring your foot to the floor, that works too. And when you're ready, lift your arms up. Vrikshasana. If you can, palms together. Otherwise, shoulder distance is perfect. Amazing. Stand into that left heel. As you're breathing out, pull yourself up. Pull yourself up. Amazing. So we're going to do this warrior 3, but you're going to take your arms behind you today. So bend your left knee a little, almost like you're backstroking your hands behind you. Take your right leg back and your chest forward. Right leg back, chest forward, arms behind you. Reach back, lift those arms to the ceiling. Yes. Amazing. That's it, everyone. One more breath. Breathe in. Hands to the floor, low lunge. Step back. Good. Tap your back knee down. Walk your hands onto your thigh into this crescent lunge like we started with. Nice. Okay, so now lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Get so long through that right side. You're going to lean a little to the left and then start to turn to the left, stretching that right rib, and then hook your right elbow outside your leg. So you might have to bend your left leg. Bend your left leg a little more. Bend your left leg. That's it. And then, some of you might have your hands together, but I want you to start by just taking your left hand on your hip. Now pull your chest forward. Yes, and turn. Pull your chest forward and turn. If you can keep that, bring your palms together, curl your toes, and lift your back knee up. So maybe this is as far as some of you go today. Otherwise, try not to collapse your chest, but if you want to reach your right hand to the floor, do it, and your left arm up. Do it. Keep your side body lengthening. If your left arm is up, like we've been doing, take that palm now and extend it over your head. Pull your chest away. That's it, everyone. Wherever you are is perfect. Just lengthen your chest. One more breath in. Awesome. Look down as you breathe out. Hands down. Good. Stay with me. If your back knee is down, lift it. Straighten your front leg. We're going to slip the right knee behind the left ankle and then just come to sit. Good. You might grab that left shin, pull it in a little closer, interlacing your palms, and then use that to sit up tall. Pull your elbows away from each other, and then use that also to pull your chest towards your leg. Eyes on the horizon. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Now lift your left arm up. Turn behind you. Get that left arm back like we started. Be on your fingertips. And then if you can, lift your right arm and just slide it around that shin. If not, you can just hug your shin. Good. Now breathe in, lift your chest. And then with your left hand, almost walk it towards the back left corner of your mat and bend that left elbow to turn your chest. That's it. Try not to lean back today. Try to sit up using that back arm, and then as you're breathing out, turn. Good. One more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. We're not going to counter so much today, so just relax as you breathe out, grab your shin again, and just sit up tall. Pause for a second. Just let that twist kind of settle in. Okay. Lean forward, grab your 2 blocks, and then slide them behind you. Extend your legs forward for Dandasana. Straight legs. So we started class with this reverse tabletop, and so much of the work we've been doing today is the arms behind us and those upper shoulder blades and arm bones moving back to lift the chest. So we're going to work on this pose now called Purvottanasana, sometimes called reverse plank. So slide your hands on your blocks a little behind you, fingers facing forward. If you need to do it with bent knees, feel free to do it with bent knees. Dig your heels into the floor, and then as you press your hands down, swing your hips up to the ceiling, point your toes forward and down. Yes, wrap those upper arms around. Breathe in, tailbone up, breath out through your mouth. Come down, cross your ankles. You can put your blocks at the top if you like. Downward facing dog. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Step your feet together, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top. Nice. Fold over your legs. Take your arms all the way up as you breathe in. Pull yourself up. Keep your chest lifted. Hands to your heart, namaskar. Palms by your side, Tadasana. Good. And then we'll move into Vrikshasana, this time bending the left leg, turning it out. You can stay just like this if your balance is not great today. Otherwise, lift that left leg up. Try to get your heel above your knee joint or below it, but not directly on it. And then arms up. Good. Press through that right heel as you breathe in. As you breathe out, pull yourself up. Amazing. One more breath. Breathe in. Pull yourself up. And we're going to go into this warrior three with the arms behind us today. You can bend that right knee to make it happen, and then swing that left leg behind you, chest forward. Once you get there, use your arms to pull your chest forward. Lift your arms up. That's it. One more breath. Breathe in. Hands to the floor, low lunge. Tap your back knee down. Walk your hands onto that front thigh. Chest up. Lift your left arm up, breathe in. Start to side bend over to the right, turn your trunk, and then hook that elbow outside your leg. Right hand on your hip. So one of the key things with twisting too is to lengthen the side body first. So with your hand on your right hip, just see if you can lengthen a little and then turn. And you might stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your palms together if you like, curl your back toes, and lift that back knee. That's it. And then if you worked on it on the other side and you want to reach your left hand to the floor and your right arm up, go for it. Beautiful. And if your right arm is up and you want to extend, take it over your head. That's it. Yes, everyone. Beautiful. One more breath. Breathe in. And a breath out. Look to the floor, hands down. Straighten your front leg. Slide your left knee behind your right ankle. And come to sit. Grab that shin, pull it all the way in. Let your elbows go wide, sit up tall. Relax the skin around your ears. Lift the top of your chest up. Good. Lift your right arm up to start. Breathe in. Turn to the right. Bring that right hand down behind you. Lift that left arm up and then slip it across your leg if you can, or you might just hug it. But with those right fingertips, you want to walk your right fingertips towards that back right corner of your mat. And then breathe in, lift your trunk. As you breathe out, relax your abdomen, bend that right elbow, and turn your chest. So you're trying to move this right arm bone back to help you turn your trunk even more. Relax your face, your tongue, your jaw. Good. One more breath. Nice. And then as you breathe out, slowly unwind. Grab your shin and just pause there. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do this Purvottanasana one more time. So lean forward, grab your blocks, slide them behind you, flat on the floor. They shouldn't be on their sides, so they got to be flat. Fingers face forward, take your legs in front of you for Dandasana to start. So the idea of this pose is that when you swing, you can also even take your hips, your feet hip distance wide if you need a little more space, but you want your legs out in front of you, and then you're going to try to point your toes to the floor. So roll your arm bones back. Good. Chest up. You can even just start here, even if you don't lift up, using your arm bones moving back to lift your chest. Otherwise, dig your heels down, swing your hips forward and up. Grip your tailbone in. Look up at the ceiling if you can. Yes, take a full breath in and a breath out. Amazing. Come down, cross your shins, downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Last one. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. This time, take your whole breath. Come forward to plank pose. Move towards your toes so your chest goes forward. Keep firing up those legs as you lower down, bending your elbows straight back. Good. And then you can make a pillow for your head and turn your cheek or just rest your forehead on your palm. It's up to you. And just let your back body relax now. Breathing in and breathing out. Slow down your breath. Good. Okay. So the last thing that we're going to work on with the arms behind us is the idea is like using those arms reaching back and lifting them up to help us lift our chest. And we're going to do that for Salabhasana. And we're going to do one version with the hands just reaching back and the second version with the palms interlaced. So slide your hands behind you, palms to the floor, and just let your forehead rest down. Zip your legs together, big toes touch. Also, sometimes when we do this pose is that the low back, when we start to lift, it gets compact. So I want you to think when we start to lift that we're actually lengthening from the head to the toes in order to lift, okay? So keep that in mind. With the palms down, I want you first to just press your palms down, lift your upper arms to the ceiling, pull your chest forward, lift your chest, lift your arms. Good. Lift your arms. Lift your legs. Try to lift the tops of your thighs. And then as you breathe in, stretch to your armpits. As you breathe out, lift everything up a little more. One more breath. Breathe in, lengthen. And then breathe out, come down, turn your cheek to one side. Relax. Good. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Excellent. Okay, last one. Zip your legs together. You're welcome to do that version one more time. Otherwise, we are going to interlace our palms behind our back. You can start with a little bent elbows. And just with your knuckles, feel it rest on your tailbone there. And then make sure that your tailbone is going in the direction of your toes and towards the floor. Now pull your knuckles back and up. And then use that to lift your chest. And then lift your legs. Yes. You don't have to lift your head so much. Look more forward and out in front of you. That's it. Breathe in. As you're breathing out, lift, lift, lift. Try to get those thighs up. One more breath. Breathe in. Amazing. Come down as you breathe out. Relax. Turn your cheek to the other side. This time you can widen your feet, and if it feels good, you can shake your hips a little from side to side. Good. Breathing in. And breathing out. Almost think about like your back body. It works so much. Like your back body is your lungs that is breathing in and out towards the ceiling. So your upper back, your lower back, the back of your pelvis, all the way down your legs. Good. And then from here, we're going to roll onto our back. You can take one arm over your head and then just roll onto your back and then just straighten yourself out on your yoga mat. Good. When you get there, just bend your knees. Good. Have your feet hip distance wide. With your middle fingers, just feel your heels there. Good. Have your toes a little in, your heels a little out. So just like that reverse plank, we're going to come into bridge, but when you lift your hips, don't just lift them up, move them a little towards your knees so that your low back gets some space, and then up to the ceiling. So press your heels down, lift your hips up, and then if you can, one side then the other, tuck your upper arms under your back, right, like we've been doing, and then you have the option to either interlace your palms or just grab the sides of your mat. Relax your toes, lengthen them, that's it. Press your heels down, hamstrings up, tailbone up, arm bones down, arm bones down. Good. One more breath. Breathe in. And then nice and easy, come down, slide your arms out. Good. Just widen your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees pitch in towards the midline so they kiss. And then you can either press your hands into your thighs or grab the sides of your mat. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, just push your legs away or pull the mat away just to traction your low back a little bit. Good. Breathe in, And let your abdomen empty as you breathe out. One more breath like that, breathing in. And then relax as you breathe out. Slide your left leg long on the floor. Take your right knee into your chest. Just a loose interlace around your shin. And then try to see the right low back and the left low back, and just make sure you're as even as you can be on your back. And then breathe in here. And as you breathe out, separate your elbows a little bit so that your collarbones spread to pull that right thigh a little closer to your body. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, just feel your low back open into the floor. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then release that leg. Just pause for a second, almost like a mini Savasana. Straighten that leg all the way out. And now you also feel that support in your back body underneath you. Slide your left leg in. You can get that loose interlace around your shin. You might have to lean a little side to side to feel your body even on the floor. And then once you find that place, breathe in. And as you breathe out, your belly relaxes, and just almost like you're pulling your elbows apart to draw your left thigh in. And then as you breathe out, just feel your back opening into the floor. Good. Take one more breath like that, breathing in. And a full breath out. Nice and easy. Release that leg. Extend it out for a moment. Just rest for a second. Last thing. Just slide both knees in simultaneously now. And you don't have to round your back. Just pull them into your chest and just let one hand rest on each knee, almost like a child's pose on your back. Your big toes are kind of moving in that direction. And then breathe in. And just gently as you breathe out, relax your belly, draw your thighs in with your back flat on the floor. Good. And now if you want to take that happy baby and grab your feet, you'll grab inside your legs, breathe in, and if you want to rock a little on your back to maybe any sensitive areas that feel they need a little more attention, you can. Good. And then when you're ready, let your feet go or your knees go, bring them down to the floor. So you have blocks. If you felt like you needed a little support under your legs, you can put your 2 blocks underneath your knees for Savasana. Otherwise, you can step your legs out one at a time. Good. Once your legs extend, turn your palms to the ceiling. And then I do want you to, since we did so much of opening the chest, try to tuck your arms, your shoulders under you a little, so that there's a natural lift of your chest. Not to the point where it's uncomfortable, but just a little bit. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just let yourself go for final relaxation. And maybe you revisit those breaths that we worked on, at least to get you going into Savasana, where maybe you're breathing in, feeling the breath moving up from the front of your ankles, over your legs, towards your heart and the crown of your head. And as you're breathing out, you keep that gentle lift, but the skin from the back of your head moving down your neck, your shoulders, your back, the back of your legs, and out through the soles of your feet. Maybe you focus on that nice cyclical breath to start. or to start you off in this Shavasana. And then after 2 or 3 rounds of that, you can just kind of let it move on its own. And now you have the full earth underneath you to support you and hold you. And as you breathe out, any remaining gripping or tension or holding on mentally and physically, you can start to let it dissipate with your exhalations. Let your exhales be deep and full and slow and smooth. All that work and all the effort, all the imprints, or what we call samskaras, from our physical practice, and the energetic benefits that we get can start to take root, make their imprint on your consciousness. So the next time we practice, we start a little further up the road. Just be here for another minute or two. If you feel that you need to stay in Shavasana a little longer, feel free to stay as long as you absolutely need to. Otherwise, you can start to deepen your inhalations and deepen your exhalations. Allowing your consciousness to start to bubble back to the surface. Maybe you reawaken your fingers and your toes. You can turn your head from side to side if that feels good. Just bend your elbows for a moment and let your palms rest somewhere on your torso. Sealing in your practice. You can bend your legs one at a time. And just roll to your right side and just rest on your arm. There's no rush, nowhere to be. Just pause there for a breath or two. And then to come up, even turn more towards the floor so that you can use both hands. And to help you just roll up, you can turn forward to sit. And just find that Sukhasana, that cross-legged shape again. And without too much fuss, just bring your fingertips down by your side one last time, just to lift your chest, maybe a little more gently. Maybe it comes more easily and naturally now. And bring your palms together at your heart. With gratitude for your practice and your efforts to show up on your mat today. Let your head bow towards your heart. And go ahead, relift your head. You can let your eyes gently open. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again on the mat down the line.